Hey everyone, this is Draco Magnius, back for another episode of The Legend of Zelda, The Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we got our epic beetle upgraded to the even more epic hook beetle that we had been using to destroy Amplices and using their dead corpses, or their shells, to go across the desert sands. In this episode, we are going to try to further our expedition into the desert. As you'll notice in this area that I hadn't pointed out recently, there is a giant flowing waterfall of sand. So, obviously what'll happen when we bomb an Amplice and kill it, its shell will start moving down. So what you're going to want to do is prepare for that. The first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is dive bomb! Well, not really a dive bomb, just toss a bomb at it. But anyway, just keep on riding this thing up to... Well, actually, since I killed him early, we're probably going to die here, so you might want to go over there. But hey, if I manage to get further... Actually, no, I'm not going to make it further. There. Now, you'll notice this Amplice here, but since he is kind enough to be a doddering idiot who thinks he could actually, you know, get us... He did us the pleasure of getting close. But, hey, whatever. Since he's not doing it again, because he learned his lesson, bombs away! Oh, I thought I accidentally dropped. But anyway. do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Run. Okay, now... After I kill that thing, because I don't want to deal with him screwing us up. There. You have two options. You could go over to that area, or you could just run straight to the door. I'm going to go that way because I think there might be an area to dig there. If not, this is just a colossal waste of everyone's time. Colossal waste of everyone's time. Great. Well, at least I got 10 rupees out of that, so... Not a total waste, but anyway. Just like before, there is a shortcut so you don't have to go through all of this shifting sand again. There we go. However, also on the way to this shortcut, there is actually something of interest up ahead. You will notice... Well, actually, you probably noticed on our way, there's one of those targets up there. Again, they will be useful much later in the... Well, not... Actually, yeah, much later in the game. So for right now, they're not important, but it's good to keep note where they are, so when they are important, you'll know. And again, just like the last shortcut, we just have to push a cart, and we'll have a stepping stone. Yay! Okay, I'm going to cut running back out because that would just probably be boring. See you guys then. Okay, now we're ready to go through to the next area of the Lanayru Desert. The Temple of Time. That's right. Something that was in the Ocarina of Time is actually in the Lanayru region, which is really, if you think about it and we look at the map, if I can get a good look at the map. Let's see. Technically, if you go from the Ocarina of Time, this would more be the Gerudo Desert. Go figure, I guess it just kind of flip-flopped over the years, or the terrain changed drastically. Because where the Faron Woods is, would probably be where the Zora's Domain would be. The Elden Volcano is still where the Elden Volcano would be. Skyloft would be where the Castle Town would be. And Lanayru Desert would be Gerudo Desert and probably a bit of the Faron Woods. So it kind of makes sense now that I think about it. But anyway, the main issue here is, though, how did the Temple of Time get from where it is currently to where we know it will be, where it will be in the future in Hyrule Temple? Could they have moved it? Well, I'm sure. If some theorists might have ideas, if so, post it in the comments. First thing you're going to want to do, obviously, time shift stone! It's oh, hi, Quattro Baba. It's slightly ironic that they would you call it harvest, or no, you'd call it mining, that they mine for time shift stones literally next to the Temple of Time. I hate Quattro Babas. Die already! Thank you! God. You know it's annoying when they don't have the decency to just die for you. And off the cliff. That's gotta hurt. Okay, now if I remember correctly, which I'm pretty sure I am, actually now, first thing you're going to want to do, before you let loose the beetle, is actually go over to this side. And now what you're going to want to do is get the hook beetle, grab the bomb, and you'll notice in that stump of a tree a very faint purple glow. Well, as you have seen, when time shift stones are not active, they are purple. So, bombs away! All around the tree, there's multiple sets of 1 rupee. I think it's like 5 of each. Not really worth it, but if you want to put yourself out there, you can go right ahead. Now, what you're going to want to do is hop in here and draw your sword, because you can use your sword while in here. And the reason you want to do that, aside from the Deku Baba that just kind of ruined up my concentration and made this much longer. Okay, so never mind. Before you go in there, you want to launch your not Deku Baba, you want to launch your hook beetle to kill this. And you know, while we're doing it, never mind, I was hoping to get a hook shot with the hook beetle. But anyway, what you're going to want to do, if I can... Nope, I actually can't reach it. Never mind. You're going to want to just use the hook beetle from the get-go. Damn it! I'm having a lot more difficulty than I was the first time. Than I did the first time. One more try. You know, it occurs to me another thing that would probably be a lot easier is driving the cart and then using your slingshot. Although using the hook beetle is probably easier. A lot more easy. Leh. Okay, one more time, and you'll see another goddess cube. They're just handing them to us now, aren't they? Okay, and Octoroks are back. Actually hiding under rocks now. Rock. I'm going to kill all the Octoroks now, so I don't have to deal with them later. Because Octoroks suck. Oh hey, and if it isn't our good old friend, Professor Gorko. Hey Gorko, what's up, man?
Good to see you, bud. Seems like you pop up everywhere, though I'm one to talk. Anyway, bud, there's something I'm actually dying to tell you. It's the discovery of the century. This is a sacred place known as the Temple of Time. I could not believe my eyes when I saw a human who lives in the legendary Isle of the Goddess!
That must be Zelda.
She wore clothes just like the ones written about in the ancient manuscripts, and it looked just like you, bud. It came with another person, and they entered the temple. I wanted to chase after them, but then there was an explosion. Oh, I'm sorry, I should make that much louder. But there was an explosion all of a sudden, and the entrance, well, you can see for yourself, but, bud. I do not think we're getting past this mess. I just wish we could find out what's happening on the other side.
You and me both, Gorko. You and me both. Well, let's move on. As you will see, there's a bunch of bombable material up there, and we have a bomb cactus. By now, you should know what to do. And if I remember correctly, it's the dead center one. Yup. My memory isn't that crappy. You know what, just for the sheer fun of it, let's see what's in this one. 5 rupees? I guess I can afford to, you know, sidetrack a little bit. And just because I want to show you that I wasn't kidding with being able to grab pots, and I don't want to waste another bomb. And there's a robot hiding behind the cart, probably due to the fact that all those technoblins are there. Well, 2 of them, but still. Let's kick technoblin ass. Help! I was trying to, but then you kind of interrupted me.
Finish him! Finish her.
Alright. That was scary. Thanks for helping me. This is the Temple of Time. Within it is the secret gate of time, made by the goddess. It is my job to patrol outside the temple. If you want to reach the gate of time, you need to pass through that door. Zap! Huh? You need another way in? Pweep! Well, the Laneru mining facility and the Temple of Time are connected underground. Laneru mining facility is right here. See what I mean about them not knowing about the time change? This map looks incredibly inaccurate. Looks inaccurate. I'm going to fix this for you. Now, obviously, he's going to make it look like it does in the past, which you think would be a very, very bad thing, because it would be highly inaccurate to this time. However, it's actually a great help, because with his magical map-changing powers, we now see how it looks like in the past, and you'll notice where there was sink sand, there are now bridges. Interesting, no? Laneru mining facility is just ahead. Good luck. What? And as Fee will now explain to us why that's interesting, I could tell you, but I feel like, you know, not making Fee useless anymore. A report, Master Alex. The map you possess corresponds to the actual terrain of this area, with only 35% accuracy. The robot you met earlier modified your map to show past terrain that is now submerged below the sink sand. Aha! Now we can see where there are pathways in the sink sand, so you can use that to your advantage. And obviously, as you saw, there's the goddess chest there, so it's not too strange that I was preparing my skyward... Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to activate the stone right there. I had a derp moment. Anyway, let's try that again, only this time with me actually doing the Skyward Strike and getting that Goddess Cube. I actually had to do this 3 times in the other one. Okay. Now, you really have 2 options in this area. We could... Oh, wait, first Octorok. Anyway, as I was saying before rudely being interrupted, we have 2 options really here. We can go into that cave, which will lead to a new area, or you could just go back the way you came. Obviously, since I'm not one for backtracking, we're gonna be wait, what was that? Ah, never mind, I see. No, that's where I want to go. Now, there's a Horok right there. So you're going to want to be very, very careful. Actually, I need to get a little closer. That should be close enough. Very careful when you want to get... Obviously, you do want to get rid of it. Otherwise, as soon as you get anywhere near it, even if you're not even like right up next to the tree, they are very territorial birds, and it will want to get you. Before we actually move to where that was, keep a note of where these pathways are. I would suggest right now putting a beacon you're gonna need more beacons, which I bet you're wondering, wait, what do you mean more beacons? But as I was saying, you're gonna want to put beacons where you can, you know... Never mind, that was not... death. It is not fun. And that red rupee is probably gone by now. Sad. Well, no use crying over spilt milk. Now let's talk. Master, you know what? I'm going to change it to Urameshi just 'cause I can. Master Urameshi, I have information to report. I can confirm that you will not be consumed by sink sand in the current position. I suggest verifying your location on the map. Readings indicate that there is a submerged path beneath the sink sand. It is possible to walk along a route above this path without submerging completely into the sink sand. Simulation suggests that placing beacons to mark a safe route along these paths before proceeding would significantly reduce risk. I recommend placing multiple beacons, but Fee, we don't have that. And Fee has now granted us the power to place more than one beacon at a time. So we are going to take her advice and... And for good measure, we'll place one on that X, because that's where the entrance to the mining facility is, supposedly. Now, our one issue with the path that I just mapped out through this is the fact that I can't climb to the top. However, if I remember correctly, because I think I did this oh, no. Yes! I do remember correctly! You can manage to make it if you run to the other side. Totally worth it. There's nothing up here except for this digging thing, which has a few rupees in it. Nothing else of much interest. Okay. Now that we're up on this, I think we can remove the beacon we just got past. And now... looks like I won't need the one I placed in that random location. So I'll remove that now. And there's a save statue if you want to do that. A hoe rock, so be careful. Some technoblin skeletons, and since we have... oh, we're running low on bombs, I should look for another place. And get the heck away from those exploding bombs. Okay. Now obviously, and of course there's where the bombs are. Figures. Anywho, as you can obviously see at the moment, when we hit this, the technoblins will rise, so get ready for a fight. A good plus side to the bombs being over there. Hey, at least we can easily get back up. Ow! 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 I cannot afford this kind of damage. There. And now, since that bokoblin was rude enough to get me down to this low in health, I need to waste my first heart potion. Sigh. Wait a minute, this is supposed to be the entrance, but I don't see any way to activate it. Let's talk to the robot. Maybe he'll know what's going on. You are not in my memory banks. Bert! This is a power generator for the mechanism that opens the entrance to the Laneru mining facility. But I won't budge until you activate the it won't budge until you activate the remote power nodes that set those 3 dials to access them correctly. Readings indicate that the material used to construct the generator are also present in this area. You can now use your dowsing ability to locate them. Ta-da! Okay, now we are closer to the point where I lost my footage. So, I think we're going to end this video here. On the next episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword, we are going to look for the power nodes to activate the generator. See you guys then.